3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. Prescott, a quick throw caught by Cooper. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On second down now, it's Elliott. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
It's just me.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Now Prescott, flushed out right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, 45 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Forbath, the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
At their own 25-yard line.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Sony Michel, his first carry. And some room to roam now. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Under 6-6, pull it hard. Hey, Charlie.
Here's Brady. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Bang, bang. 72. Bang, bang. Check 15.
Now Brady. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Brady to his old reliable Edelman, and the Patriots have a first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let him know. Out. Hey, goal 66.
Brady now on first down. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
I know at retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues.
Rush in. Check 26. Hey, 66. Come on, switch it. Tight dog. Showing it. Gold 50. Hey, Alabama.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady looking deep downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. He was looking for Edelman there.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
It's a gain of 34.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. The 30. Past the 20. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
What you got, Heavy? Hey, goal 66.
On 2nd down, Michelle. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. You know they'd love nothing more than to get a 3-and-out here after having the interception.
And it also tells you a little bit about how they feel about their leader, right? Their quarterback throws an interception in the previous series. They're trying to help him out here with a big stand.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Switch.
And they will run it with Michelle. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. as he'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Second and goal from the 1. Brady gives to Michel, and he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Punching it in from a yard away, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gostkowski with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Here we go. Go line in. Here we go. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line in. Double. 51. Mike 51.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Matt LaCosse in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Gostkowski the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over. And
this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Again, it's Michelle. A gain there of 21 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go. Check three, check three, check three. Hey, I need one over here. I need one over here. Sugar!
Now Michelle. And he's going to be met at about the 43. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go! Watch 72.
On 2nd down, Michelle. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Check.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will be taken very short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down.
Oh, Prescott stripped. And it's picked up by the Patriots. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Like some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot, and they don't give you much territory to throw the ball. He had nowhere to go with it. Ends up getting the ball stripped.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And it's Michel once again. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, Alabama.
To throw, it's Brady. Escaping the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Kyle Van Noy, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. To try again after the sack. Prescott, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. The Cowboys on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be third and forever. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. The Cowboys will go. Prescott into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And this one will be brought back to the 22. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction of the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the New England Patriots. Here's Steven Gostkowski now to kick this one off, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
There you go. Flying in.
Mike 5-4. Let's go, D.
On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. This thrown quickly out to Cooper. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Prescott from the gun. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Terrence Brooks with a pick. Cooper was the target there.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll run it here. This is James White. White's got a first down and more. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley. Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, Michel. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th. Brady going to go on 4th down. He hits White, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. And this is caught. It's Edelman. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
This is third and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. No score after one on EA Sports. Stonewalled on second down. Now let's see what they can do on third and goal from the 2. They'll try to run it in. Michel. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
And Brad, I think we have to look back at the big call to go for it on fourth down.
Yeah, that set up everything in the end result, the short touchdown run. Well, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there. So that's showing a little bit of faith, actually showing a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarded.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Kyle Van Noy in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Throwing. Prescott got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down. They'll run with Elliott. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
I remember Philip Dorsett coming out of the University of Miami, ready to hit the league. All we talked about was speed, speed, speed. Just throw it to him, and you've got a great chance at a completion, but not that time.
Not that time. They tried it deep downfield with his speed, but incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, check it. Hey, team 6.
Throwing again. Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
Offensive 7 yards. And it's third down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
He's crazy. He's checking out.
He'll go for it. It's Brady. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Philip Dorsett, 48 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. So now Brady and the Patriots going for 2. They'll run for it with Michel. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. And as he approaches to kick it off, he might be thinking this could be a 14-0 lead with a couple of PATs as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. They find some open field here. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Cooper was the intended target.
At the 16-yard line. 54. Better bring it. 50.
On first down, Michel. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. So what can Brady do here is he'll lead his guys up to go for 2.
Stay with your man. Shit.
They'll run for it with Michel. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And
he's got him in, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tavon Austin, as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how...
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
He's checking. Crash.
6
The final shot before half for Brady. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout. making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Brady now to throw. Going for the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Hey, tighten down. Regular.
They start the second half with Michel on the ground. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
No. Hey, go 66.
They'll keep it on the ground. Michel. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
Under 10. 80 weapon. 10.
On 3rd down, Michel. And he's got some space here. That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
Let's go.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Watch twist.
First down, here's White. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And they'll try Michel here running on the right side. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel, 26 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kyle Van Noy able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. Here's Steven Gostkowski now to kick this one off. And we are underway from the Superdome. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25. To the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. Y'all not ready?
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It's John Simon with a sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. Finding room at the 30. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 85 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 22. James White's first carry. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And he's going to go down again. Demario Davis providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. The Patriots send out their punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 31-yard line.
Ready. 95-56. 95-56.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Ginn has it complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Check. Over.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
It's 4th down.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So Breeze is going to stay out there, and they're going to go for this on 4th down.
21.
Small. We got 25 to Mike. It's going to be a long.
So here we go on 4th down with Breeze. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there was a time to be aggressive, now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe he'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? It's a gain of 5 on the play. Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. Bree's going to throw. And this is Cook with the ground. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jared Cook, 38 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Demario Davis, his 2nd sack of the night.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second and a long way to go. Brady. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. From his end zone, it's Brady on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Harris now to return. He won't go down. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jamie Collins coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Running with Kamara. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, it's Breeze. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, kill! 54, right there. 54, Mike. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Throwing now is Breeze. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And this one will be brought back to the 22. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady. This is White on the screen. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st down, Brady. He's going to look deep for Edelman. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Wait, set. 380.
Check, 47. It's our field.
Throwing again. Brady. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Mike's 47.
Hey, dude.
Hey. 47 Mike. 47 Mike. Mike, 47.
Second.
Brady to throw again. And able to find Dorsett. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So, boy, that's already the 3rd they burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the 4th quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Come on. Alpha. 54, Mike. Hey, exit. Check, block 54, block 54. Hey, hats.
They do go for it. It's Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line.
Mike by 4, Mike by 4, Mike by 4.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned him 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They'll run on first down. It's White. That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47.
What we got? What we got? What we got? Mike's 47. Mike's
50. Okay. Alpha.
On first and 10, here's Brady. He's going to air it out for Dorsett's got it. Touchdown, Patriots. Philip Dorsett, 37 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will be taken very short. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
Let's go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Lawrence Guy able to drop him for a loss of a couple. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
He's coming.
Again, it's Kamara. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Here we go with Kamara. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Breeze now to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jamie Collins able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. A 10th carry for Kamara. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
They run it again with Kamara. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 4th down now after a loss of 2. That last play, though, not indicative of the night he's had running the football.
No, you're exactly right about that, because all through this evening, it's been their night, hasn't it? One play here, they get it against them. I wouldn't worry about that very much at all. Just continue to do what they've been doing.
The Saints do snap it. It's Breeze. And that is incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. On 1st down, it's White. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
From the 40 now on 2nd down, Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
Right to your point, it was a nice job with knocking the ball away, but you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. Here's a quick throw out wide to Dorsett. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Brady gives this to White, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
A looming decision to make on the conversion. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This will be taken short. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
Well, so much for the worry about how they would be after losing their lead. What a big-time return to seize the momentum back.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Kamara. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Alpha.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
And the shuffle pass to the running back goes for no yardage, but they used to call that the Utah pass, made famous by Coach Cactus Jack Curtis and his quarterback, Lee Grosscup.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Rip. Hey, Orbit. 48th month. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Check it. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Back to throw, Brady. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. On 3rd down, a run from White. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. Brady to throw for it on fourth down. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. I get and appreciate that they wanted to go for the win, not play for overtime, but that's the cost right there.
Not so sure their fans feel the same way as you when they just watch that ball get picked and taken the other way, and now they're down 6. Looks like it's going to be a loss for them, an absolute catastrophe when they tried to be aggressive.
Well, that was a fun game to witness, partner. A touchdown there at the very end to win this thing.
And that's really where the emphasis is, right? The touchdown to win it. I know that they put a little on top, right? What's your favorite dessert? You know, what do you put on top of your favorite dessert?
You put whipped cream, maybe a cherry.
There you go. The whipped cream, the cherry, whatever you want to talk about, that's what they put on it. But the story, the touchdown to win it, that's how they got it done.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans. EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
27-yard line.
This is it. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. A quick throw out wide to Fuller. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. On 1st and 10, Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Here's Watson. Forced out to his left. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he's got this down to the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Miller. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
2nd and 11 at the Seahawks 36-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
57. 57's the mic. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. 57's the mic.
From the gun, here's Watson. It's complete. Stills. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Watson on 3rd down. He may try and run for this. And out of bounds right around the 20. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the 1st.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They still can't get it. And now he's going to use his legs. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
We're scoreless after 1. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football. As they come up now, second and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. Back to throw, Watson. Steps away to his left. This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a third and goal situation. They'll run it with Johnson. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Check 26, check 20. 40.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check 50. Mike is 59. Mike.
Gun.
Now Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack there by J.J. Watt.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Throwing on second and long. Wilson. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. 22 yards there, a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Well, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player as well as a physical specimen.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Now it's Carson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Mike is 59. Mike is
4 down. They're running, man.
On third down, it's Carson. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Wilson. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On second down now, it's Carson at a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Wilson turns and gives to Procise. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A 5-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. Oh, this is blocked. The Texans have got it. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And Stills bringing it in. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So from the 36 now, first and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Watson now to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now on 2nd and 13, Wilson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. And that will be incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line.
At the 14-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the play. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
A first down carry now for Miller. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 19-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. One in for a Texans touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out, and the Texans have retaken the lead. A big spot now for the Texans as they'll try for 2. Out of the gun, Watson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt, his 2nd sack of the night. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Throwing is Wilson. This complete to Lockett. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Roby, the ex-Buckeye, with a corner blitz in the sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. He's got Lockett. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Throwing now is Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Back to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 38-yard line. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Wilson going to hand it to Procise. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. And that is caught. Touchdown. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final minute. The extra point now coming from Myers. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter.
Makes the score Seahawks 16, Texans 15.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Check, 41. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch out, watch out. 19. Watch out.
Let's go double count right here, double count. Run left.
Here's Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown.
Now Myers for the extra point. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the 4th. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.